Hey everybody, today I am going to show you how I grow bean sprouts using old mason jars. Alright, these are the materials that we will be using today. I have mung beans here. You can get these I got mine at Winco. We can get these online or at Winco. It should be at your local grocery store too. But they're mung beans. And water, and I have a variety of mason jars. This is an old pasta sauce jar that we cut a whole lot of. This is some netting that I had from like a little bag that was a purse that I cut up. This one's just a regular mason jar with the top off it with the little netting I had too. These are the plastic caps you can order on Amazon. They're super cheap and they came in 3 different sizes, so I can show those later and put a link in the description. But these are awesome. These fit on all the big mason jars. So for just like your reused ones, you don't have to do this little circle. Honestly, you could just like stab at it with something and it'll pretty much work the same. You just need it to drain out the water. And alright, I will start this and show you guys the next steps on how to do it. The first step is going to be taking your empty mason jar and adding 2 heaping tablespoons of mung beans to it. So that's 1 and 2. I know it looks like a little, but it'll be a lot in the end. Now, the next step is to pour water over it, about 1 inch, just like that. Place your netting over the top, screw on your cap, and let this soak for 8 to 10 hours. I suggest doing this at night before you go to bed and having it sit in your kitchen. So this is the first step, having it sit for 8 to 10 hours. I'm going to push this over here. This is the second step. This guy has already been soaking for 8 to 10 hours. So the next morning, or after the allotted amount of time, you are going to pour out that water. And you can pour some water back in. Swish them around again. That back out. Now I did this because you want to rinse, wash, and repeat every time that you drain the beans. And so from this part, this will be the next day, you want to either have it stacked against your kitchen counter or your wall, just like this, to allow for more drainage of any water that's in there and allow for air to flow in. So I usually use this big bucket, and I put bucket, what am I talking about? This big bowl, and place it like this because I have multiple ones going at the same time. But you just want it stationed like that. So this is the second step. Now, you did this in the morning, and now later that night before you go to bed, you're going to once again rinse, wash, and repeat. You're going to pour it in there. Let it get some water and pour it right back out. Place it again and then go to bed. And that's it. That's all you have to do for that second day. Now these guys are 3 days in, so you should be seeing all of the little sprouts come up. And that's what it'll look like from days 3 to 5. And so every morning I wake up, when you have these caps, you just can't pour it directly in there. I pour water in it, cover them, swish it up, and you'll see that in the morning they're going to be a little crispy, a little dry, because they've soaked up that water. And you're just going to pour the water back in, set it on its side like the previous step, and let it sit all day like that. And then later that night, you're going to do the same exact thing. more water in it. Just a little bit. Swish it around. Pour it back in. And then sit it on its side. Perfect. And you can grow some sprouts. And that's it. And you will eventually end up, after probably 6 to 8 days, having this beautiful jar of bean sprouts. I had 2 jars, but I ate one this morning. And if you like them with a more greenish hue, you can put them on like by a window so sunlight gets to them, because then they will turn a little bit more green than they normally are. But I don't have a windowsill like that, so this is what you will get if you don't have any sunlight going on to them. But I'm not kidding. Once you grow your own bean sprouts, you're never gonna go back. You will not buy store-bought. These are wonderful, and you can do these with mung beans, lentil beans, alfalfa sprouts. I can put up other videos for all of those, and maybe some recipe videos to go along with it. I hope that was easy enough to understand. I know I went through the steps pretty quickly, so if you have any questions or comments, just do it in the description below, and I will do my best to answer them in a timely manner. But other than that, have fun sprouting, and you will grow some great, wonderful, nutrient-dense sprouts that you can put in any of your dishes. I usually do like stir fries, or I do burritos in the morning. I mean, they're just a wonderful addition to anything you can make. So have a wonderful time sprouting, and give the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to. I'll be uploading videos in the next coming weeks if there's not some crazy wind going on. So thank you for picking Kale-E. Look at these bad boys. Can have these in 8 days.